RoboZone is presented by Kettering University. Think differently, learn differently. Stryker, discover your strengths and follow your passion with us. Blue Chip Talent, ridiculously good at advancing careers in IT and engineering. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Michigan Legacy Credit Union, building, preserving, sharing your legacy. Coming to you this week from the Nutter Center at Wright State University, the Miami Valley First competition in Ohio. So this is our first opportunity to check out First in Ohio. Welcome to another edition of State Champs RoboZone. My name is Lauren Plant. Daniela Bruce will be on in a little bit. Now, we're kind of been taking this in and took a different tack this week on the show where we followed Lake Orion, Michigan's own 302 Dragons down here to Ohio to see how they'd fare. And so far, we're not done yet, but they fared pretty well. We'll get you all the details coming up in just a little bit. We're going to have some more surprises. This is our final television journey for this season, but there's going to be so much more State Champs RoboZone to come on our Facebook, online, on Twitter, on IGTV. All that will be along in April as we get ready for the first championships in Detroit. But right now, let's find out how Lake Orion got ready for this competition. Check it out.
We've gone from barely having anyone on the team, you know, we were kind of small knit, not that much funding, and now we're here. We won 4 blue banners last year. We're well recognized and respected within our community and within others. So we kind of went from almost 0 to 100, so to speak.
So 302 has been going out of state doing events for years, and a lot of the big veteran teams have been doing that. And we have enough sponsorship and support in the community to be able to do that. About 3 or 4 years ago, we created a purpose for doing it.
Going to any really out-of-state regional like this, it gives us a great opportunity to practice and give our robot a really good run for its money.
It's literally the wheel is like half on there.
We want to run it as hard as we can. We want to see everything that will fail, every problem we might have, and we want to see how we'll do against other teams. Treat this as sort of a stress test. So we go down here knowing that it's not going to affect our performance in the Michigan districts.
There is an enormous amount of coordination. We have to get special permissions from the school system to be able to take kids out of state. We were here all day yesterday, trying to organize everything we need and checking twice and making sure that everything was good, as well as getting our trailer ready.
We want to make sure we have at least a 1-to-1 replacement of every single component on the robot, and then we want to make sure we have every single tool that we've used to do anything this year.
You have all the scouting materials that you're going to need. There's no going back and trying to go get the one that you left behind.
We've had a couple competitions where we're half an hour away from the high school. So if something goes wrong, you don't have it, it's no big deal, you just drive back. But when you're out of state, there's no 30-minute drive, it's 5 hours. So you have to make sure you have everything.
3 will be okay, 3 will be okay. 3 will be okay.
So last year's Miami was great. We ended up winning, and that was incredible. We weren't expecting to do that.
It was awesome. I loved it there. It's honestly one of my favorite competitions. Meeting kids from other states and staying in a hotel with your friends, it's different.
It's amazing how welcomed we are when we go to these. They really like Michigan teams coming in because we can create competitiveness in there, as well as all the things that come along with the great professionalism.
What's up, RoboZone Nation? I'm Daniela Bruce, and I am here at the First Robotics Community Center at Kettering University. We've got a jam-packed show for you and a ton of amazing segments this week, but let's get things started with a look at the NRC, which predates the FRC and VRC. The National Robotics Challenge contests are open to students in 6th grade through graduate school. In 2018, over 450 robots competed in Marion, Ohio during the 3-day event. Started by the Society of Manufacturing Engineers in 1986, the NRC is the longest-running educational robotics event in the world. One of the many aspects that make the National Robotics Challenge so unique is that it's the only open platform robotics competition. It also includes many varied events like Rescue Robot, the Micro Mouse Contest, Interactivity Challenge, Internet of Things and Autonomous Vehicle Challenge that put competitors to the test in a number of technical areas. Some of our favorite events include Sumo Robot, where 2 robots try to push each other out of the playing circle. The robots can be either remote controlled or autonomous, and the matches oftentimes don't last very long. Don't blink or you will miss it. Robot Maze forces contestants to navigate a maze. Of course, the faster, the better. In Bot Ball, there is no driver for most of the match. The robot's actions are based on information from the sensors, combined with the computer program written by the students in advance. If you like your contest with a little more aggression, then don't miss Robo Hockey. As the name suggests, two teams, each with two robots, must go head-to-head and move the puck in their opponent's goal. The pick-and-place programming event is a little more cerebral, as contestants have to write programs that will make their robot pick up and drop certain items. And we saved the best for last. Combat Robot is a one-on-one robotic competition where the task is simple: disable or destroy your opponent. Most anything goes in terms of weapons, excluding water and electrical tasers. We'll be on site for this year's NRC, which runs April 11th through the 13th at the Marion County Fairgrounds, and of course, we'll bring you comprehensive coverage of all the action. Get all of the info at thenrc.org. All right, guys, it's time for our first break, but don't go anywhere because State Champs RoboZone will be right back.
We at Kettering believe it's very important to play an active role in the rebirth of Flint, this great American city. We sponsor several teams here in the community center that are composed of students drawn from the Flint community. In fact, when Flint closed a high school in the northern part of the city, robotics team there didn't have a home. They came here, they became part of this community, and now we're proud to say they're a wonderful addition and a part of the fabric of the Flint Community Center. We also have programs at the elementary school and the junior high level. We have camps, and we see students from the Flint community here year-round, learning, experiencing FIRST robotics at all levels, and also seeing how that provides them a path for the future.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together, with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
Welcome back to State Champs RoboZone. Before we jump into the robotic action here at the Miami Valley Regional, it's always great to explore the origins of particular events. This one clearly has its act together.
So this event started actually in 2013 as the Queen City Regional down in Cincinnati at the Centos Center on Xavier University's campus. And when the university went under construction 2 years ago, we actually moved the event up north. We were at Winstein University there for 1 year, and then came here at the Nutter Center last year and then this year. Queen City Regional and the Planning Committee is always, and the Miami Valley Regional, we're all about the teams. And so we've always had a full-size practice field. We've always been about making sure the team experience is key.
Yeah, Ohio's a great atmosphere. Everything is great at Ohio. We're happy to be back. It's a cool stadium. It's great to be here. The cuers are great. Everything's great at Ohio.
Yeah, this is our first competition. This is the first time we've been out here at Miami Valley. This regional is very unique. Most of the teams have been very communicative. They've been coming around, talking with us, and we've been going around talking with them, strategizing for each match.
Third member of Alliance 3 is Team 3792.
From Columbia, Missouri, sponsored by 3M, Boeing at the University of Missouri, Columbia.
Our teams are coming from all over, so we have 10 states represented at the event. We've got international teams that have been to our events before from Brazil, Mexico, China. I mean, 1 year I think we had up to 15 states represented at the event, which is awesome. I'm a mentor myself. This season's my 15th season as a mentor, and being able to see all these kids and have them come together, and then they meet students, you know, just like them from all over the country, and then they become friends, and it just grows their network. It's an awesome experience.
We'll head back to Miami Valley later in the show to see how Lake Orion's FRC team finished. But first, we're going to take a look at the intersection of science fiction and real-world robotics. For almost 100 years, the movies have been obsessed with robots, starting with the 1927 silent film classic Metropolis. In the past year alone, we had the Hollywood blockbusters Bumblebee, Pacific Rim Uprising, Axel, and Alita Battle Angel. We asked Director of Robotics Engineering, Dr. Giscard Kafuri, about the connection between big screen and practical robots.
A lot of the different systems that you think are science fiction are actually engineering systems that people are designing and working on. Some people are influenced by the movie industry, so you see humanoid robots in the movies, but robotics is really a huge field, especially these days. It keeps on growing in terms of applications. Yes, we do see a lot of robots taking over the world in science fiction, but in reality, I think we're still in control. There's always a fear of any new type of system coming in. People are afraid of losing their jobs, people are afraid of losing control and robots taking over. But at the end of the day, we design robots, and you just have to overcome that psychological barrier, basically.
It's actually the AI programming gone haywire that causes all of the fictional drama. From Hale in 2001, A Space Odyssey, to Terminator's Skynet, to Agent Smith in The Matrix, some of the greatest movie villains have been computer programs run amok. However, reality is much more banal and less menacing.
It's a booming industry. The number of applications is increasing. You can go anywhere from a robot arm in the industry, but also all the cars that you see, the self-driving cars are actually robots. We have robots now that do surgery. Even your smartphones are really robotic systems. The number of people that are adopting robotic systems is increasing, and then obviously the pay and the job opportunities are increasing too.
We're going to head to another break, but when RoboZone returns, we're going to take a look at the rookie season of the FRC F.A.S.T team from Fowlerville. And of course, we've got much more for you, so stay tuned.
It's hard for young people to get financed, and Michigan Legacy helped me get my first auto loan. For that, I'm forever grateful, and I love this credit union.
At Michigan Legacy Credit Union, students are eligible to get a car loan without a cosigner. We are offering car loans to members who are 18 years or older and have not established credit yet. If you have a job, Michigan Legacy Credit Union can provide a car loan you can afford, allowing you to make your first big purchase. Go to MichiganLegacyCU.org to learn more. Start your financial future with Michigan Legacy Credit Union.
Genius is not born. It's nurtured. It's curious. Genius takes teamwork, patience. It keeps going until that moment when it shines. Introducing the Generation Genius Project, a consumer's energy educational initiative to inspire a passion in science, technology, engineering, and math. Discover the genius in all of us.
Are you stuck in your job? Getting frustrated playing the waiting game for the next opportunity to advance your career? Let Blue Chip Talent help. As an award-winning talent acquisition company, our specialty is matching candidates with careers in IT and engineering. At Blue Chip Talent, we take a laser-focused approach to reaching your career goals. We have access to jobs you won't find anywhere else to help advance your career faster and easier. Plus, we take care of you. Employees receive industry-leading benefits and competitive perks. Don't waste another minute worrying, because we are ridiculously good at advancing careers.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser.
Probably one of the easiest fundraisers that I'm aware of. It's a logical fundraiser. You're buying a pizza and you're not paying $20 for the pizza. You're actually paying a little bit less for the pizza than what it's worth. And so to me, it's a win-win.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Welcome back, RoboZone fans. In the 2018 FRC season, there were nearly 500 rookie teams nationwide. Recently, we sent a crew out to Fowlerville, Michigan to take a closer look at one of those teams.
Anyone can do robotics, but the ones that are really interested in it, I feel a kinship with them. I just wanted to give back to the community I live in, so I tried to start this team to help foster that same kinship here in Fowlerville. It's not easy to start a team, but I had a lot of support from the school system.
My initial reaction was like along the lines of, this guy's crazy, but he's what we need to get the job done.
I've never had any robotic experience at all, and it was completely new. So I had no idea about mechanic or electrical or anything.
Before FIRST, I really had no idea what engineering really was.
FIRST is about the kids doing it. And that's the approach we have for our team. I want those kids to have much wrench time and design time and coding time.
We meshed really quickly, and it was instantly just a group of friends having fun.
It obviously wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, but I think we had a good plan. I learned a lot from my peers and my coach, and I kind of built my knowledge a lot.
I was happy that we had finished the robot in time.
I thought that we did really well, all things considered. I mean, we were a rookie team coming from a small town that nobody's ever really heard of. That really our main thing is we have farms. Sort of broke that stigma about our school, and we went out and did something really cool in the science and technology field.
The things we did really, really well is we were #2 in the state as a rookie for filling the vault. We were #4 in the state for climbing. We earned the Rookie All-Star Award.
I remember when Coach said, we're going to states, and I was like, our school team hasn't gone to states in years. Like, there's no way we're going to states.
I loved states, every moment of it. I loved it was like my heart and soul went into states at times.
We got the Rookie Inspiration Award at States, which was awesome to get. I don't think it could have gone any better for a rookie team.
It was so much fun, and I think it was a great level to where this program can continue to grow, and we doubled our numbers, and I just think that only better things can come on. So I'm super satisfied with our rookie year.
At their very first competition of 2019, the F.A.S.T team members nominated their coach, Pete Ekman, for the coveted Woody Flowers Award. This award recognizes outstanding FIRST mentors. So we want to say good luck to Pete and the rest of the F.A.S.T team in their 2019 season. Now we're going to head back over to Ohio to see how the Lake Orion FRC team finished in the Miami Valley Regional.
So the event has been very stressful. We had some problems going into it. We had some, our first match we actually didn't move. We got lucky that we had a really good alliance because they helped us out.
We weren't working as well, but then throughout the day we progressed and we got so much better and ended out first.
So we were expecting to be high, but we weren't expecting to be #1. When we were practicing at our practice field, we were thinking our best function was our hatches and that we were going to be a little bit below the competition because of our cargo scoring. We found that we were one of the best cargo scoring robots here, so that's been really helpful in getting us those wins and keeping us at rank 1.
In the second position, your #1 seed in the tournament and the Alliance captain for the First Alliance, team number 302. Driving the robot called Dragon, it's the Dragon.
Honestly, we haven't had too many frustrations mechanically. We did have some motor mount problems. That's what we're fixing right now.
Motor mount's broken. Motor mount's broken. I'm working on it. We broke a motor mount.
I know.
We broke one of our motor mounts, which was very unexpected, but we were being pushed by a whole bunch of other robots, so it was really chaotic and hard to score points. But we kind of, powered through. We really pushed them back and scored more points.
Starting off with a very quick robot for team 3324.
So we chose Mets robots because they're just a super fast cargo scoring robot. They're just super great overall. And then we chose our other alliance partners because of how good they were at defense. They're a great defense bot. They can block everybody as they have been doing for us, and they've been really helpful.
In the quarterfinals, we were stressed out because that was the best defense we'd ever seen. I mean, even our backup drivers never even done that good a defense. It was insane. We were just rammed every single time, but it's just the practice and doing what we had to do to win.
And win they did, but sometimes the journey is one paved with hills and valleys. Ahead one match in the semis, it seemed a shoo-in. Lake Orion's Red Alliance would be advancing to the championship round. However, disaster struck, which forced a tiebreaker. Time to pick up the pieces and go to work.
We tipped over as we were climbing. Didn't break anything, thankfully, but we have a whole checklist going through our head. We got to check the wheels, everything, and then we have to put it back into configuration for it to be in the perimeter. So it's very chaotic. We came back next match.
Squeaking out a 71-67 win, Lake Orion and their alliance partners moved on to the finals against the #3 alliance. How did this turn out? Find out when State Champs RoboZone returns.
Kettering University is a jewel among American higher education. We have some of the finest engineering and science and business programs in the country. All of our students spend half of their time in the classroom and also half of their time in the professional practice of their discipline. Connecting those two things is a powerful way to learn a discipline. We're famous for our contributions to the automotive industry, but we do so much more. We have some cutting-edge facilities in biomedicine and biomedical research, in applied physics and acoustics, some of the most amazing chemical engineering laboratories in the Midwest. All of these facilities are accessed and accessible by undergraduates. Virtually all of our students are employed upon graduation, usually 99 to 100% of our students. There's no other institution that prepares students quite as well as we do.
I just graduated high school and Michigan Legacy got me a credit card to help establish my credit. I'm really grateful that Michigan Legacy would help me out with that.
It has always been a challenge for students to start building personal credit and obtain financing. Open an account at Michigan Legacy Credit Union and you can get your first credit card. We are offering a credit card to members who are 18 years or older and have not established credit yet. If you have a job, Michigan Legacy Credit Union can provide a credit card. Go to MichiganLegacyCU.org to learn more. Start your financial future with Michigan Legacy Credit Union.
Thank you guys for sticking around for some more RoboZone. One of the reasons we came out to Kettering University this week was to find out a little bit more about their involvement with F.A.S.T Championship Detroit. Tell me a little bit about how you thought the event went last year.
It was simply awesome. I think it was the best world event F.A.S.T has ever had by their own admission. There was 45,000 people there, and compared to Houston where there was only 28,000. And so I think hopefully they're here to stay because this is going to be a bigger event this year.
You're talking about a bigger event for this year. What things are you excited about to see in the coming year?
Well, for Kettering, we're going to be all over the place, quite frankly. We are the student lounge sponsor. We're going to be back in Scholarship Row for the 20th year. We're going to be at Innovation Fair, where all the companies are. And we're going to be working really hard in the pits trying to find our scholarship students. We'll probably have 3 or 4 teams from our F.A.S.T Center. We have 9 teams right now building out of here. We typically would have 3 or 4 that will make it to Worlds. This is one of them right here, Metal Muscle.
Last year was a great time because of how close it was. It seems a lot more home because of how close it is, so it's not as foreign as St. Louis and stuff.
To have so many fields set up with activity going on, to see all the teams, all the pits, see all the sponsors, everything going on, it was just an incredible experience for me and for everybody else that went.
It's pretty cool to go to Worlds. You get to see a lot of the opportunities that you might have in industry. If and when we make it to Worlds, I'm really looking forward to seeing how our robot competes.
Also, we're partnering with Consumers Energy this year, and they're sponsoring buses on Friday, April 26th, to take teams down there that do not qualify to go, but they can spend the day down there. So they can experience F.A.S.T Worlds. This is 45 to 50,000 people in our backyard. We have got to take advantage of this.
All right, so like any good story, we've had twists and turns, drama unfolding here just to see how the Lake Orion Dragons, Team 302, would fare. Again, they came in not thinking they would win this. Then they were all about winning it. Then they almost fell out in the semifinals, but here they are in the finals. Let's see how this thing finally turned out. For the first time in the playoffs, Lake Orion found themselves down a match after losing finals match 1, 46-59. It was gut check time. The Dragons made the last-minute and unorthodox decision to replace Team 57-24 out of Salem, Virginia, with Team 13-17 from nearby Westerville, Ohio. This was bold.
The one team, their drivetrain didn't work as well, and we're like, you know what, let's just switch them, let's get it, let's make sure that we have our good bot. We knew that we had done it a couple of times before at our Howell district a couple of years ago, and we're like, you know what, we should do this, make sure that we have all the best opportunity to win.
The reconfigured Red Alliance dominated, won finals 2, 75-52. This would once again necessitate a tiebreaker.
Scores are in. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen.
We just did what we had to do. We did everything. We executed it perfectly. All of our alliance partners, shout out to them. They played their defense correctly. They did it penalty-free as much as possible, and we just did what we did. Everybody gets a banner now that played, so it's a great time.
Worlds, Elaine.
Amazing. It gives us quite a bit of confidence, especially because this was a practice tournament for us, and we didn't expect to win. Same as last year, we did not expect to win, and last year we had a great season after. So we plan on just doing what we have to do at Jackson, doing what we have to do at Marysville, and having a great time at Worlds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so glad you watch this show because this is why we do what we do. We take a flyer on a team coming down from Michigan to Ohio just to compete. And it turns out you've got all the drama, all the fun, all the teamwork that goes on and truly represents what happens in robotics. Now, because the television side of things is wrapping up, it doesn't mean that we're closing the doors for the season, not by a long shot. We will be doing a number of events in April. You'll just be able to watch it online and, of course, on our social media platforms. And, of course, it's all going to wrap up with the F.A.S.T Robotics Championships in Detroit at the end of April. You'll be able to watch that show on Fox Sports Detroit May 5th, 8:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. are the premieres, and you'll be able to see it for weeks to come following that. So once again, thank you so much for watching. For Daniela Bruce, for Denver Rashawn, I'm Lauren Plant, and we'll see you next time on State Champs RoboZone.
RoboZone is presented by Kettering University. Think differently, learn differently. Stryker, discover your strengths and follow your passion with us. Blue Chip Talent, ridiculously good at advancing careers in IT and engineering. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Michigan Legacy Credit Union, building, preserving, sharing your legacy.